What is going on, YouTube? It is good to have you guys back. As you can see, it is a beautiful day outside. Not at all. It's very windy and the weather is crappy and it's almost Christmas, but it's not snowing. It's just like dark and depressing and there's no snow, so. Alright, you guys, so in my last YouTube video, I showed you guys all of the different foods that I have been eating on my bulk. I thought it would be fun to just sort of keep this bulking series going, and in this one, I'm gonna be giving you guys my biggest tips, things that you guys should be doing on your bulk in order to maximize its effectiveness. Right, you guys, so my first tip for you, if you guys are trying to bulk and you need to get in your calories, one of the best things that you can possibly do is eat more regularly. It's funny because there's two sides of the spectrum. On one side, there are people that really struggle to get the amount of calories that they need in every single day, and on the other side, there's people who eat way too much. For the people who struggle to get their calories in every day, eating very, very regularly can make this a lot easier. Having smaller meals enables you to get your calories in without feeling ridiculously full and bloated after a massive meal. A lot of people also struggle because they don't have access to calories throughout the day, whether you're going to school or at work or just simply running around and you don't have food on you. Bringing different things to snack on and eating them throughout the day is one of the best things you can do. And for those of you guys that struggle with eating too much, make sure that the foods that you are eating are very, very low calorically dense. All right, you guys, so we're gonna head to the gym today. Today is a full body chest focused workout. And so that means that we're gonna be starting off with bench press. And that is going to bring me to my second tip, which has to do with your training. Now, when you're in a caloric surplus, one of the best things that you can do to capitalize on it is to start focusing more on strength. Now, I'm not saying you try to get as best at your 1 rep maxes as possible and become a power lifter. But when you're eating at a caloric maintenance and in a caloric deficit, you can build muscle and strength, but it's extremely hard to. So when you have increased calories, what you really want to do is really start focusing on the increased weight aspect of progressive overload. There's a lot of different ways that you can progressively overload, but one of the best ones that you can do is just simply adding weight to your lifts. So focus on trying to get into the gym and hitting new PRs.
that's good. We got it.
All right, you guys, so that was an awesome workout. It's getting pretty late here. It's about an hour before I go to bed, which leads me to my next bulking tip, and that is to get as much quality sleep as you possibly can. This is one where so many people lose a lot of progress that they could have had. You've just hit the gym, you've gone super hard, you're going to failure on a lot of sets, you're working your ass off, and in return, your body needs a lot of time to recover, and getting a good night's sleep is crucial to help you with that recovery. So what I like to do is I actually have a nighttime routine. Just like when I wake up every single morning, I have a routine that I go through. I also have a routine that I do before I go to bed every single night, which just makes a lot of sense, and I think that a lot of people should adopt this type of routine more often. Having a routine before you go to bed is actually a lot more important than having a routine when you wake up in the morning. So one thing that I like to do is put on these blue blocker glasses. The sun has already set, and your body has something called a circadian rhythm. Basically, it just means your body is in tune with the sun's rising and the sun setting. So as soon as the sun goes down, I like to try to put these on, and basically what they do is they block out all the blue light, and the blue light is what keeps you wide awake. It's what's responsible for a lot of the stimulation that occurs just in your eyes. And so you'll notice that if you start putting these on, you'll actually start to get a little bit more drowsy, a little bit more sleepy as it gets closer for your time to go to bed. I also like to start to try talking a little bit quieter, just lowering my overall, energy output. Really makes it so that as soon as I get into my bed, I can pretty much just pass out immediately, get 8 hours of solid sleep, and wake up in the morning feeling super refreshed and well recovered. I also do mobility before I go to bed, and I would love to show you guys my mobility routine. So let me know down in the comment section. That is one of the next videos that I plan on doing. So if you guys want to see my full mobility routine, I do a lot of work on my shoulders, in my hips and my ankles. Let me know. That can also have a massive impact on injury prevention and muscle recovery. Don't skimp on your sleep, guys. You've put the work in so hard in the gym. Don't let that work go to waste. Alright, you guys, so the last couple tips that I have for you to maximize the time that you spend on your bulk. The first one is going to be eat clean foods. Now, building muscle is something that is very hard. And in order to build the most muscle, you want your body to be as healthy as it can possibly be. So fueling yourself up with junk foods just to try to get your calories in really isn't worth it. Of course, it's totally fine to go out every once in a while and overindulge on foods that don't have a direct benefit to you, but when you're on your bulk, you should try to stick to mainly clean foods that are easily digestible, because what ends up happening a lot of the times is when people eat all of this junk food, that food takes so long to digest that they'll actually end up skipping a meal just because they don't feel great from the last meal that they had. The next tip that I have for you is set a weight goal for yourself. So this is going to keep you from either eating too little calories on your bulk or eating too much calories on your bulk and getting fat. Get a calendar and plan out in the future, like a month or two from now, depending on however long your bulk is going to be, and set a weight goal for yourself. And if you're too high by the time that you get to that weight goal, try cutting back on calories. If you're too low, try increasing your calories more. Keep yourself accountable, similar to what you have to do when you're on a cut. All right, you guys, so that is going to be it for this week's YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to head over to BrandonClarkFitness.com if you guys want any easily customizable workout programs as well as dieting guides. Be sure to drop a like on the video as well as comment, and I will see you guys all in the next video.